Starting something is difficult, but sustaining it is a whole different challenge. 90% of the startups fail in India because they are not able to sustain it. We all know what happened during COVID times. So many businesses went out of their cash flow and they had to shut their shop. So, sustaining is a whole different ballgame. I'm not talking about sustaining a startup right now, but I'm going to talk about sustaining a conversation that you have with somebody. Now, in one of my earlier videos, I've spoken about how do you initiate a conversations, the early awkward conversations that you have, how to avoid that. And in this video, I'm going to talk about how do you prolong your conversation. So before I go ahead with this video, I'm really curious to know about your way of going about a conversation and about how do you prolong a conversation. So pause this video right now. Please type on in the comment section about your way of going about how do you converse with people. Okay, and I really want you to be sincere about this because I am really curious to know about what your thought process is. So pause this video right now and write it down in the comment section. Okay, so I hope you'll have written something in the comment section, and I'll be really happy to know your thought process. So let's come back to my way about how you prolong a conversation. So first things first, let's talk about a situation that we are in. For example, you're in a social gathering and you have to be there for some reason. Okay, you just have to be there, and you somehow have managed to initiate a conversation with a stranger, but somehow you find it really tough to prolong the conversation, and you're not able to maneuver a conversation in a place where you're comfortable in. So before I go ahead with my way, first of all, be proud of yourself that you have initiated a conversation, because not many people do this. So how do you prolong a conversation? Now, this is not a compulsion to prolong your conversation. You can move on to the next person. If you are comfortable in your own skin and you feel like this conversation will not particularly bring value to me as an individual, you can take a back seat and you can just enjoy the event wherever you're in. According to me, you have to converse with people, meet new people, and it's really important to have a strong network, because you never know at what point of time in your life somebody would come and change your life forever when you least expect that to happen. So meeting people, conversing with them, having a strong network will really help you in your growth in your area of personal development. So this is my way of prolonging a conversation. I follow a 4P formula. First P is passion. Now, whichever social gathering you're in, whichever function, whichever occasion, whichever event, this is something that y'all can easily talk about, because y'all do not need to know any specific general knowledge that is required while conversing, because passion is something that is dear to you and you're really comfortable talking about it. And trust me, when you're talking about your passion, your confidence will just come out and ooze out naturally and present it in front of a stranger. Now, if you do not know what your passion is, I have made another video about how do you, really find what your passion is. You can go through that video itself. So, and coming back to this, talk about passion. And after you finish talking about your passion, ask about the passion of the person in front of you. And if they say that I really don't know what my passion is, ask them this way: what if you had a passion? And if they still say that I really don't know, ask them this way: what if your friends thought you had a passion? What would it be? And then you take the conversation forward, and trust me, at this point of time people will answer something. They would be like, maybe trekking, maybe playing the keyboard, or something they would come up with, because passion is something that somebody really likes doing. It comes really naturally to them. Even in a funeral, you can talk about the passion of that particular individual who passed away. You can talk about how passionate that particular individual was in something, right? So I'm just giving an example here. It's a wild example, but I just wanted to make up my point clear that Passion is something that anybody and everybody can talk about in any given situation. Second P is positivity. Never ever talk about negative things in your first meet with a stranger. Nobody's interested in knowing about your personal issues or problems in your first meeting with that particular stranger. Now, if you talk about positive things, you never know how it would impact the person in front of you. It can even give them a ray of hope in whatever struggles they are going in their personal lives. You never know how it can impact them. So always talk about positive things, and positive things will happen to you in return. That's the law of nature, that's the law of the universe. The third P is place. Where are you located? Why are you there in that particular event? What is the outcome of the event? Is it happening the first time, or is it does it happen frequently? Know about the place you're in or the event. Then talk about the surrounding events that are taking place, and talk about how it came into picture, talk about the history of the event. You never know how the conversation would go that way. And when talking about the event, you can slowly maneuver the conversation towards your passion and then get into your comfort zone. This is the third P. The fourth P is practice. Nothing beats practice. Now, there will be umpteen examples in your family itself or in your close friend circle who you knew were really bad at socializing, but you saw how good they have become over the years. Why? Because nothing beats practice. They have pushed themselves out of their comfort zones, they've started talking to people, and the more people you meet, the more you know about yourself. And the more you know about yourself, the more good you'll be at conversing with individuals, and more comfortable you will be in your own skin. And like Tony Robbins says, the quality of your communication determines the quality of your life. Now, I hope you all loved this video. If you all loved it, please ensure hit the like and subscribe button. Please share it with friends and family. A brief introduction about myself. My name is Nimish. I'm a son of two lovely parents, brother of beautiful independent women. I'm an engineer turned MBA turned senior professional turned author and life coach. And my mission in life is to help people realize and achieve true potential and be their best selves. Until next week, take care and enjoy life.